Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Rodrick Rules. By Jeff Kenny. Narrated by Ramon de Ocampo.
October. Monday. There was a kid named Chirag Gupta who was one of my friends last year, but he moved away in June. His family had a big going-away party, and the whole neighborhood came. But I guess Chirag's family must have changed their mind, because today Chirag was back in school. Everyone was happy to see Chirag again, but a couple of us decided to have a little fun with him before officially welcoming him back. So we basically pretended he was still gone. We'd go, "Boy, I sure do miss Chirag. Yeah, I wonder how he's doing." And he'd go, "Hey guys, I'm right here." I have to admit, it was pretty funny. At lunch, Chirag sat next to me. I had an extra chocolate chip cookie in my lunch bag, and I made a big deal about it. I said, "I wish Chirag was here. Oh, how he loved chocolate chip cookies. I'm not even that hungry." And Chirag said, "But I'm sitting right next to you." Okay, so maybe that one was a little cruel. I guess we'll probably let Chirag off the hook tomorrow. But then again, this invisible Chirag thing could turn into the next PU. October. Tuesday. Okay, so the invisible Chirag joke is still going, and the whole class is in on it now. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself or anything, but I think I might have class clown in the bag for dreaming this one up. In science, the teacher asked me to count the number of kids in the classroom so she'd know how many pairs of safety goggles to get out of the closet. So I made a big show of counting everyone in the room except Chirag. 33... 34. There are 34 people in this class. Well, that really set Chirag off. He got up and started yelling, and it was really hard to stare straight ahead and act like he wasn't there. He screamed in my face, "I am a human being, too!" I wanted to tell him that we never said he wasn't a human being. It's just that he's an invisible human being. But I managed to keep my mouth shut. Before you go and say I'm a bad friend for teasing Chirag, let me just say this in my own defense. I'm smaller than about 95% of the kids at my school, so when it comes to finding someone I can actually pick on, my options are pretty limited. And besides, I'm not 100% to blame for dreaming up this idea. Believe it or not, I got the idea from Mom. This one time, when I was a kid, I was playing under the kitchen table, and Mom came looking for me. Has anyone seen Gregory? I don't know what made me do it, but I decided to play a joke on Mom and stay hidden. Mom went all around the house calling my name. I think she must have finally seen me under the kitchen table, but she still pretended she didn't know where I was. She looked out the window and sighed. Poor Gregory, all alone in the snow. I thought it was pretty funny, and I probably would have stayed hidden under there for a little while more. But Mom finally got me to crack when she said she was going to give my gumball machine to Rodrick. So if you want to point fingers on the invisible Chirag joke, now you know who's really to blame. October. Thursday. Well, yesterday, Chirag pretty much gave up on trying to get anyone in our class to talk to him. But today, he found our weakness. He came up to Rowley and said, "Rowley, do you think I exist?" And the idiot said back, "Nope, I can't even hear you or see you." I forgot all about Rowley. When the joke first started up, I made sure to keep him away from Chirag, because I had a feeling Rowley would blow the joke. But I guess I kind of got too cocky and let my guard down. Chirag started working on Rowley at lunch, and he came really close to getting him to crack. He told Rowley, "If you say I exist, this corn dog is yours." I could tell Rowley was about to say something, so I had to act quick. I told everyone there was a floating corn dog hovering above our lunch table, and then I plucked it out of the air and ate it in 2 bites. So, thanks to my quick thinking, we were able to keep the joke going. But that really made Chirag mad. He started punching my arm, but of course I had to pretend like I didn't notice. And let me tell you, that wasn't easy to do. Chirag might be small, but that kid can really punch. October, Friday. Well, I guess Chirag must have complained to a teacher about my little joke, because today I got called down to the front office. When I got to Vice Principal Roy's room, he was pretty mad. He knew all about how I started the joke, and he gave me a speech about respect and decency and all that. But luckily, Mr. Roy got one crucial fact wrong, and that was the identity of the person we were playing the joke on. So that made the apology part a whole lot easier. Sharif was confused when I said, "I am deeply sorry, and now I do indeed admit that you exist, Sharif." Mr. Roy seemed pretty satisfied with my apology, and he let me go without even tacking on any detention. I've always heard that when Mr. Roy is done chewing a kid out, he sends them off with a pat on the back and a lollipop. And now I can tell you firsthand that it's true. October, Saturday. Rowley's birthday party is tomorrow, so Mom took me to the mall to get him a gift. I picked out this cool video game that just came out, and I handed it to Mom so she could pay for it. But Mom said I had to buy it with my own money. I told Mom that first of all, I have 0 money. And second of all, if I did have any money, I wouldn't be wasting it on Rowley. Mom didn't seem too happy with what I said, but it's not my fault I'm broke. I actually had a job this summer, but the people I worked for stiffed me, so I didn't earn a single penny. We have these neighbors named the Fullers who live a few doors up, and they go away on vacation every summer. They usually leave their dog Princess in the kennel, but this year, they told me they'd pay me $5 a day to feed Princess and take her out. I figured I'd earn enough to buy a whole pile of video games with that kind of money. But I guess Princess is gun-shy about going to the bathroom in front of strangers, so I ended up spending a lot of time standing around in the hot sun waiting for this dumb dog to hurry up and go. I'd wait and wait, and nothing would happen. And then I'd just take Princess back inside. But every time I'd leave, Princess would make a big mess in the foyer, and I'd have to clean it up the next day. Toward the end of the summer, I got smart and realized it would be a whole lot easier to just clean up all of Princess's messes at once, instead of doing it every single day. So I fed her and let her do her business on the foyer floor for about 2 weeks. Then, the day before the Fullers were due back, I headed up the hill with all my cleaning supplies. But guess what? The Fullers cut their trip short and got home a day early. I guess they didn't know it's polite to call ahead and let people know when your plans have changed. Tonight, Mom called a house meeting with me and Rodrick. She said that the two of us are always complaining that we don't have any money, so she came up with a way for us to earn some cash. Then she pulled out some play money she must have dug up out of a board game, and she called the money Mom Bucks. Mom said we could earn Mom Bucks by doing chores and good deeds and stuff like that, and we could trade them in for real money. Mom handed us $1,000 each to get us started. I thought I had struck it rich. But then she explained that each mom buck was only worth a penny of real money. Mom told us how we should save up our mom bucks, and if we were patient, we could buy something we really wanted. But Rodrick cashed in his whole stash before Mom was even done talking. Then he went down to the convenience store and blew his money on some heavy metal magazines. If Rodrick wants to waste his money like that, he can go right ahead. But I'm gonna be smart with my mom bucks. October. Sunday. Today was Rowley's birthday party, and he had it at the mall. I'm sure I would have thought it was a lot of fun, if I was about 7 years old. That was the average age of the kids at Rowley's party. Rowley invited his whole karate team, and most of those kids are still in elementary school. I just wish I would have known what the party was going to be like so I could have skipped it. We started off playing these dopey party games, like pin the tail on the donkey and stuff like that. The last game we played was hide and seek. My plan was to just hide in the ball pit and stay there until the party was over. But some other kid was already in there. It turned out, this kid wasn't from Rowley's party. He was from the last birthday party that happened an hour earlier. I guess he must have hidden there during hide and seek, and nobody ever found him. So Rowley's party had to be put on hold while the staff tried to track down this kid's parents. After that situation got cleared up, we had cake and watched Rowley open his gifts. He mostly got a bunch of kids' toys, but he seemed pretty happy about it. Then, Rowley's parents gave him their present. And guess what? It was a diary. It kind of ticked me off, because I knew Rowley asked his parents for a diary so he could be just like me. After Rowley opened his present, he said, "We can call ourselves the Diary Twins." I let him know exactly what I thought of that idea by slugging him in the arm. And I really don't care that it was his birthday either. One thing I will say, though, I used to be mad at Mom for getting me a journal that looked too girly. But after seeing Rowley's diary, I'm not so mad anymore. It actually said, "Sweet Secrets Diary," and had hearts on the cover. Lately, Rowley has been totally riding me. He reads the same comic books I read, drinks the same kind of soda I drink. You name it. Mom says I should be flattered. But to be honest with you, it's totally creeping me out. A couple days ago, I did an experiment to see just how far Rowley would go. I rolled up one of my pant legs and tied a bandana around my ankle and went to school that way. Sure enough, the next day, Rowley came to school wearing the same exact thing. And that's how I ended up in Vice Principal Roy's office for the second time in a week. An old lady had called up claiming there were some thugs outside her house sporting gang colors.